Should be live. Mr. Chris, the F-Body King. What's up, everybody? We're live tonight, and we're talking Galaxy Note 8 rumors, leaks, and news. Or if you have another topic, I'm totally fine with that. Don't feel like you're just enclosed in this Samsung lifestyle. So we can talk about whatever you guys want. No problems whatsoever. We got Liana. What is up? Samir, not offline. I don't know what you mean by that. If it is, just refresh the screen. Carlo, hello. Charlie G, yo. Mario Cortinas, Max, first 10, woo. Woo. Hell yeah. IT Jagat, love you from Bangladesh. Hell yeah. Bangladesh in the house. Tapboy 2000, I am Prometheus. Don't believe the leaks until the real thing is shown. Ooh, he's breaking it all down. Tija saying, is it okay if I call in? Tija, text me if you want to be on the show. I got a couple of people ahead of you, so just send me a text. You know who this is. Sup, Greggles? The Duke! Tapboy 2000, I'm getting one no matter what. He doesn't care. Everything's fine with Chris. And you got Dino Fable. What's up, bro? Broccoli, not much, dude. Beverage buddies, hell yeah. Jack Sam saying hi, buddy. Not much, guys. So let's get into the show. We're going to get right into the phone calls like you guys all love to hear. Let me pause the music in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. So cool. Let's get into our first caller. It's going to be area code 440. Who the hell knows where the 440 is? I know I don't. I should learn my area codes better. And I should save some of your guys' numbers, but then it's going to get mixed with my real numbers and blah, yada, yada. 440 is the first call. So if you want to be on the show, shoot me a text, 619-721-3699.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Who's this?
This is Majd. M-E-J-D.
Oh, okay, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. How about you?
Not much, dude. What are you thinking about the Galaxy Note 8 news, leaks, rumors, or did you want to talk about something else?
I'm down to talk about that. I'm honestly kind of disappointed. I was expecting a lot more upgrades. Like this should have been, like redemption for 7.
Yeah.
But there's no fingerprint on the display, like the fingerprint scanner. The screen's probably going to be the same resolution.
Yep.
The battery's going to a bit smaller. There hasn't really been showing anything in terms of dual speakers. So I don't know. I'm just a bit disappointed with that.
I'm with you, man. The dual speakers is a big thing to me. I mean, well, I should say it isn't. It isn't. I just did a test with the HTC U11, which does have dual speakers, and it sounds great, but it doesn't sound any better than the single speakers that Samsung and the Pixel XL give you. But yeah, there's some things they could have. At least they're giving us 6 gigabytes of RAM. I'm impressed with that. I would have liked to see maybe a slightly faster processor just because it's coming out a little bit later. The screen's already beautiful. I don't know how much you're going to improve that. I mean, sure, you can go to 4K, but at that point. But I mean, the biggest things to me with Samsung is just improving the snappiness of the phone. I've had this HTC U11 for a week now, and I love it. It is like the fastest phone literally I've ever used. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, it's super fast.
Does it bother you that it doesn't have the headphone jack?
No, because I don't use the headphone jack at all, so it doesn't bother me.
Oh, okay.
And it does come with headphones. The headphones that it comes with, the USB Type-C headphones, dude, they'll blow you away. They sound amazing. So good. So wow. I got a cool video coming out tomorrow that you might be interested in. It's the 3 phones. It's just the front cameras, because I'll do the back ones later. But the front cameras of the Pixel XL, the HTC U11, and the Galaxy S8 Plus, just to see which one looks the best, sounds the best. So that'll be kind. I've only recorded the video. I haven't edited it, so that'll be kind of interesting to see which one is the best.
Right.
But yeah, man, I mean, are you gonna get the Galaxy Note 8 or no?
I think honestly that I might S8 instead. Be like, something happened the other day that pissed me off so much. The deal that you were talking about on YouTube, where Samsung had the buy one get one with
Yeah.
like none of the bullshit T-Mobile had.
Yeah.
And I literally waited. Like my dad lives overseas, and I wanted to ask him before I put like $1,500 on his credit card, because I was gonna sell the other one anyways and basically get it for free, and I was gonna sell my phone. So, and then I waited a couple hours, and then it was sold out. So I missed like a deal.
That's
but I mean, hopefully they'll do something like that again.
That was a sick deal. If I was with T-Mobile and I needed it, I would have definitely done that. I would have done the same thing you were thinking of doing. I was actually gonna do it. I was like, shit, should I buy? Even though I have the phone, should I buy it and sell it and see if I can, get some kind of money back? But yeah, it's that was a crazy deal. So, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Honestly, whatever. Like, if you gotta go, it's up to you, man. I'm down for anything.
No, let's just talk all night.
Vivo fingerprint. Yeah.
No, what are you saying about the fingerprint?
I was saying like the Vivo fingerprint is pretty cool. How they have it done. Like it works like underwater and even on the back and stuff.
Yeah, right. That's the. Yeah. Are you talking about? I know. I think you texted. Did you text me about the Vivo before? Someone else did too.
I think it was someone else.
So I don't know if the Qualcomm has the same exact thing. I don't know if they're Qualcomm is you can do it underwater, metal, or thick glass.
I think they didn't they show it off on the Vivo phones.
I don't know if they did. Maybe that's why you're saying it. Okay, it's going to be on all. The cool thing about the Snapdragon one is it works with all Snapdragon processors, but they're also going to license it out so that it can work on non-Snapdragon phones as well. Right. So that's cool. Hopefully we'll get that next year.
Yeah, I was thinking like it'll definitely be on the S9 at least.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Cool, man.
I was thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you're low on time, dude.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the call. No, we got a ton of calls, so I'm gonna get to them. But I appreciate you calling in, dude, being the first one, and stay cool, I guess.
All right.
Later, brother.
Of your videos.
All right, thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, brother. Cool, dude. That was a good first call. I'm digging it. Let me go back to the chat a little bit here. You guys are racking it up. I'm from Sudan. I did not like putting the camera in the latest leaks of the Galaxy Note ever. Ooh. I didn't like it either. What's up, David? Good to see you. Tamaria's in the house. And Tamaria is... Hi, Tamaria. Tamaria is always looking to spice up the chat. So if you want to have some fun, hit up Tamaria. She's always a fun person to talk to. Junior Duarte. Oh, that is not nice, Junior. I'm not even going to read that. You don't even deserve that. Okay, so let me get back into the next call. I think Charlie's next. Give a good Charlie. Charlie bit my finger. Mama, Charlie bit my finger. Like every time I always hear that, Charlie, I always think about that YouTube video of Charlie. Charlie probably doesn't. Charlie probably doesn't even know it.
Hello?
Charlie.
Hey.
How's it going, dude? How's the shirt?
It is. I love it. It's really cool. It's really comfortable.
That's awesome, dude. But so if you guys don't know, Charlie, his picture, I don't know if you saw my live show. I did put it up, Charlie. If it's okay, I can blur it out. But I did put Charlie's...
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So Charlie bought a GregglesTV shirt, which you guys can buy at Amazon.com to search GregglesTV, one word, or it's linked in the description down below. Anyways, Charlie got his T-shirt and put up a picture. I put it up today, and Charlie's saying it's comfortable. That's awesome, man. Did you get it when you came? Oh, you don't have school right now, huh? You're out of school, right?
Yeah.
So you got it. Did it get delivered today or like the other day?
Today, like... not too long ago.
That's awesome. Did your parents must have bought it, or unless you have a credit card, I don't know.
No, my parents got it.
Did they say what the hell is this?
Yeah, they're like what's Greggles?
That's awesome. So what's on your mind tonight, dude, with the Galaxy Note 8 or anything else?
All right, so I have a couple things about the Note 8. Before I get into it, what's your favorite thing about the U11?
The speed, man. I'm all the speed. I don't take a lot of pictures, so the camera's definitely not bad. I know the camera's a big thing on this phone, but done too many tests. I do have a video, like I don't know if you heard earlier, I will have a video coming out tomorrow testing it against the other 3 phones. But the speed alone, man, it's so fast. I love it, and I'm a big thing. That's what that's one gripe I had in the beginning about Android phones, is that they were really laggy. They weren't as smooth as iPhones, and now, man, OnePlus 5, the HTC U11, the Pixel, they're all really smooth, and that's what I really love about this phone.
Right.
So yeah, for sure.
All right. So yeah, the Note 8. I watched your show today, and $1,000 that's a lot of money. I know people are putting it into like carrier monthly payments now, but
yeah,
even 900 doesn't seem too crazy. But when you start getting to like the grand, it's really starting to get like I can tell some people are going to be like turned off by it and will probably buy an S8 instead.
Yeah, I think you're right, because right now you can get some really nice deals on the S8 and the S8 Plus, to the point where it's like a few $100s, like sometimes three. I've seen the S8 for as low as, I want to say, like $700 if you buy it on like eBay, like brand new. So you can get some really nice deals, and the Note 8 will probably, I don't think it's going to be $1,100. I think it's going to be like $950 in America, when the carriers get it. I think some carriers will be $1,000, but I think like the cheapest you'll see it in America right off the bat will be like $950. So, but nobody usually pays that much, though. You know, and most people normal people buy it on a 2-year deal or a 1-year deal,
right?
So it's not going to be that big a difference. It's going to be a few dollars more. So. But yeah, I know what you mean. If you had to pay $1,000 for a phone, but it is something you use all the time, so it kind of makes sense if it's something you use all the time, right?
Right.
So, is there anything about the Note 8 that you've heard recently that you really were impressed with or really disappointed with? You have it be a real or a rumor or whatever it may be.
The first thing, like 6 gigs of RAM, Samsung finally realizing their software is a little slow. They need to push it up a little bit.
Yep.
Because my S8 is fast. Like, it's fast. It's just not, like, I've had problems with it where, like, at certain times the fingerprint sensor wouldn't work and I had to restart it. I mean, I got an update from now, but, you know, it works now. But, you know, they have some issues with their software, and I think putting more RAM will...
Yeah, no, it's going to improve. We hope it's going to improve the smoothness of it. I know that's one thing that really turns me off about the S8 Plus, is just how not smooth it is at times, and you're like just going through certain apps or like the menus or whatever it may be. It just is that slight little lag that turns me off. It's kind of embarrassing. You're like, oh, look how pretty my phone is, and look how much I spent, and look how technologically advanced it is, but it still lags. Like, it should not do that. Should be one of their first priorities in every phone from now on, is to make it the smoothest it can. If I'm going to eventually do a video where I show you the HTC U11 next to the Galaxy S8 Plus, just to show you that it's ridiculously smooth compared to that Galaxy S8 Plus, and it's $600 right now. You can buy it for $600, and that's awesome. That's like $250 cheaper than a S8 Plus. So it's just crazy. Yeah. So, did you have anything else you want to talk about, Charlie, or are you okay?
I mean, the OnePlus 5. I want to talk about something real quick about the OnePlus 5. So I was looking on OnePlus.net at the phone. Yeah. And it's $479, $539, but on Amazon it's like $630.
Yeah, so it's usually, and I'll check. It's usually because it's a third-party seller and they're trying to make money off of it. So they're going to sell it for, $100 more or $200 more. Let me just double check. Yeah, these are going to be.
Let's see. Oh no, this one's from OnePlus. It's this $640.
Really? The one I'm looking at right now, the one that says $640, it says ship and sold from Double Lin. Right below where it says get it as soon as July 7th, July 12th. So that's going to be a different. And plus, this is the Chinese model. So you don't even want that.
Sold by yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And you don't even want that, Charlie. I know you're not probably buying it, but the Chinese model is not the one you want anyway, because it's not going to work. It won't have the same. I'm assuming it probably doesn't have the same antenna.
It won't have like the LTE in the US, right?
Exactly. You're going to have you'll have 3G plus. That's all. So yeah, you wouldn't want that version anyway. And plus, I've been hearing great stories about OnePlus getting the phone out to people in as little as 2 days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just, it's an awesome phone. If I could have waited and my iPhone would have broke, I might have waited out for it, but I can't get over how much it looks like an iPhone.
I know, it looks exactly like it. The other thing about it, though, is I've heard people not loving the camera, and I've also heard people, I mean, the other thing is the screen. Like, come on, dude. A 1080p screen still in 2017, that's a no-go. That's another reason that turned me off. I had it, I bought it, and then I canceled my order. I was like, screw that. I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, now, for some people, like, that was probably their idea. They might draw in some people by making it look like an iPhone. But for me personally, that's a no-go.
Nah, I'm with you, man. It's there's a lot of good things about that phone, but there's a couple of things that kept me back from it, and I'm glad it kept me back because I wanted the after there's too many phones that are coming up that I want. I still want that essential phone, and it's just like I can sell these phones and make some of the money back, but it gets to a point where it's like, oh my god, I don't want to spend all this money on stupid phones. So.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, I appreciate the call, and I really appreciate you obviously grabbing a T-shirt and supporting the show, dude. It means a lot to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool, Charlie. Keep in touch, dude. I love the calls.
All right.
All right. Later,
bye.
brother. Charlie's a friggin' fantastic kid. Super freaking nice. Super knowledgeable. I don't hang out with teenagers, but the teenagers that I do know zero zilch about phones, so it's super refreshing to hear somebody talk about phones like that. So thank you, Charlie. Chat room, Tamaria, are you keeping that chat room live? They better be lit. They better be lit. Note, CD Riley, we're talking about the Note 9 in a year from now, exactly.
Hello?
Gennaro, how's it going?
Hey, good, Greggles. I'm always watching your show all the time.
You never stop watching it? Like, you
of course
don't?
not. I mean,
24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Yeah, all the time. I've been nervous about these Note 8 leaks.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So what's making you nervous about it?
No, I mean, like, what if it doesn't have like the camera hump, or does it or not?
Yeah. Well, that's the one, but don't worry about that because you're gonna have a case on it, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I'm already listing what cases I want, like the Spiegel and the Caseology. There goes the list.
Yeah, and you know, once it is in the case, it should not have that, you know, kind of weird, you know, if it does have the hump on the back, it shouldn't have that weird kind of imbalance if it's laying on its back, because it's going to be all uniform, or at least maybe it won't. I don't know, but it shouldn't be too bad. But which phone do you have now? I forget.
S7 Edge coming. I downgraded from the Note 7, which I really loved using it most of the time.
Yeah, but
I felt very upset when I had to return it.
So are you definitely going to get the Note 8, or is there, if it has this or doesn't have
Of course I'm getting the Note 8 because I've been a Samsung. I was been a fan of the Note 9 since the Note 4, and back in 2014, that was like my first Note phone ever.
Okay.
Coming from the Nexus 5, which I had previously had, and I was upset because you know how only Google gets the updates on time, but at the end of the day, there was Nova Launcher to the rescue, which that's like my main launcher to go in all the time, because I always descan the TouchWiz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing you got to do with those phones sometimes. Yeah. It's gotten better, though. The Samsung phones definitely aren't as laggy and slow as they used to be. They're definitely a lot better. Like, I would say 100% better, but they still have some issues with the smoothness.
Skin.
Yeah. How's your S7 Edge been with Nougat, or does it not have Nougat?
I mean, it's working really smooth. Yeah. I mean, I use it on developer options. I make it in like the way. Basically, I just like descan it and remove all the bloatware and all the crap that the carrier brings.
Yep.
And I was really upset because I had an addiction with USB Type-C, and I felt bad that I had to go back to micro USB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love the USB Type-C. So every phone that I get now has it. So it's like I don't even the tablets. I have the Galaxy Tab S3, and that one has USB Type-C. So it's nice now. Now it just sucks because I still have like the NVIDIA Shield still uses micro USB, so I still need a couple of those cables. But overall, almost all the devices I use every day are USB Type-C.
Yeah, and do you think Apple should make the move soon or not?
I don't think it's funny because I do think they should, but at the same time, it's not with their DNA. If you think about their DNA is that they create plugs that are proprietary so that they can make more money off the user in the end. Even though the user might not need a new phone, the cable is going to die out probably before the phone, so they have to get a new cable, and they make $20 or whatever they make on it. Because even if you're not buying an Apple cable, you still have to license that technology through Apple, so they're still making something from you.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, look at the MacBooks. They had Type-C.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even Huawei had the MateBook had Type-C. I mean, I think that should be like a standard for everything.
I agree. I'm with, and plus they would get fast charging out of it, which I think they're going to get this time anyway, even with the Lightning cable. But I would love to see it on there. I mean, even though I don't have an iPhone, it would still be nice for everything.
I mean, the
USB
iPhones
Type-C.
are meant for the casual people who don't care about customizing.
Right, it's true. And USB Type-C is not going to change their world. I mean, sure, they wouldn't be able to use their Lightning cables, but USB Type-C cables, you can get a decent one for fairly cheap. So,
I mean, Type-C is better. I mean, it's the way of the future.
Totally.
Everybody predicted.
Yep. Totally, I totally agree.
Now, back to the Note 8, you said it's going to be like permanently 128 with micro SD card?
So they're coming up with, I don't know if you saw my new version, my news video today, but there was a...
Yeah, I just
oh, okay.
I just watched it. I was going to give a comment, but then you called.
So yeah, it's not 120, it's 64 and 128. I don't know how they're going to decide if they're like in America. I don't know if they're going to have both versions available. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to have one version.
Yeah,
and I don't think it's going to be the
exclusive. Like
that's what I kind of think.
SA+.
That's what I kind of think. I think we're going to get the 64 gig with 6 gigabytes of RAM, and I think they're going to get the 128 and 6. Because I don't know, man. I just don't think there's no way the carriers are going to carry both phones. There's no way.
I mean, there's always a way you could import it from the foreign international versions. For example, like I see people importing their 120 gigabyte like SA+ and they make it work like smoothly here in the States. But let's just see what they bring to the table in the next few weeks, because I'm pretty sure the Samsung event will be taking place here in New York.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope I get the chance to go, because I wanted to go to the SA, but they didn't let me in because there was this only for media persons, and I was upset because many people said you could go for free.
Oh yeah, a lot of that stuff you need to be media. Even when you're media, like they won't even let me. They don't even invite me. Not that I'm this huge YouTuber, but I mean, they don't even invite me. So you have to be pretty big usually to get into it.
I mean, you're like one of the best tech YouTubers I watch.
Yeah.
Outside of like the most known, like MKBHD or Austin, which you interviewed like a few weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, back to when I mentioned the interviews, are you going to re-interview Mr. Mobile again soon or not?
Probably not. I mean, I really the first time I did it was no one was talking about why he left. What was that? Pocket Now. And I was like, dude, I want to know why. So that's why that interview kind of blew up. And then the second time we did it, I kind of wanted to know how it was to be Mr. Mobile, and it went well too. But right now I don't really have an angle to go at it. I would like to interview some other people, but I'm just not sure who I want to interview at this point.
Yeah, I think you should interview like Max Lee from High on Android.
Yeah, you know what I did? I did reach out to him one time. He didn't get back to me, to be honest with you. But I would totally.
I saw a picture of you with him at CES this year.
Yeah. He was super nice. Very, very. He was like, "Who are you?" And we tweeted it out immediately. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah, because he does a lot of these periscopes like every midnight, and then I wrote, "I heard you met GregglesTV," and he was like, "No, I don't know him." I'm serious.
He's right. He doesn't know me. Well, we did meet. You saw the picture, so.
Yeah, I mean. I hope I get a chance to go to these events, and I really want to get bigger just like you are. I mean, with these Patreons.
Yeah, man.
How does that work?
How does Patreon work?
Yeah, I first thought it was when people just randomly just send you money.
Pretty much. I mean, basically, you just set up a Patreon page, and you have people. You can give away things, like you can set up your own parameters, and people just sign up and do their thing and choose whatever payment they want to do, and it's a monthly payment.
Yeah, and that's where the T-shirts come, because I'm about to order one soon. Yeah,
so the T-shirts are through. They're kind of separate. So the T-shirts are through Amazon. When you get I do get a piece of that money too as well. It's not a lot, but it's something. And then so it's you try to make do as much good work as you can and have people support you in as many ways they can, so that you can do this full time. So
yeah, that's what I want to do as a hobby. Like, I mean, I started watching you since I believe last August with the Note 7 coverage, and then I saw your channel kept growing bigger. I mean, I wanted to start somewhere small, but right now I'm currently in a rough situation, and I cannot afford to get a studio, and I was wondering what's like the best way to start for a newcomer.
Sure. So just because I'll finish it up here because we've kind of been on the phone for a while. But I'll tell you, this is all you got to do. If you guys want to do YouTube, start off super small. This is the same way I started. You have a cell phone, I assume. So use your cell phone and get a little if you can afford it, get a $20 tripod from Amazon, and then get a little mount that can hold your cell phone and record anything and everything that you have, and be the expert on that thing. So if you don't have a lot of money but you own a PlayStation 4, show everything that you can do on the PlayStation 4, from how to set it up to how to reset it to what this game is like to how to do cool tips and tricks on it, and just do that way and you'll be successful.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing, because I have a PS4 but I rarely use it. Basically, my brother most of the time uses it, so I'm going to take a look at that first. Yeah,
man. Well, all right, man. I appreciate the call, and thanks for calling in.
I'll be watching.
All right, later, brother.
I'll stay.
Peace. Right, peace. So there you guys go. You can learn how to be YouTubers now. I gave all my secrets away. All right, 432 is next. If you guys want to, I'll talk about it afterwards. We got Lionel up next.
Hello?
Lionel, how's it going?
What's going on, man?
How are you? What's new?
Oh, nothing. Just here, chilling my casa and watching your show.
Cool, man. So what's on your mind about the Galaxy Note 8 or something else?
Well, the Galaxy Note 8, I'm kind of like, iffy about it, and like I didn't like the renders about the camera hump, but I saw that your show, I think it was yesterday or this morning, or today, but about the new render that the camera was gonna be flush. So I was like, okay, well.
Yeah,
maybe it won't be that big camera hump,
Yeah, it's kind of like obviously all the stuff we kind of talk. Well, I talk about. I'm pulling these news and rumors and leaks and things. So sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. In terms of it being flush or sticking out more, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it's probably going to be flush. If it's not flush, it'll probably stick out a tiny bit. But you don't know that either, because it might stick out, because this is the first time Samsung in their flagship phone is putting out a dual camera lens. So maybe, and from the rumors I've been hearing, it's going to be their own camera lens. They're not going to be using. I think in the past they've used Sony. So this is going to be the first time they're going to be using their own camera lenses inside. So maybe that theirs is a little bit thicker than Sony's has been in the past. So it'll turn some people off for sure if it sticks out. I know that.
Yeah, and of course, and then I'm gonna like if I do wanted to get the Note 8, I would probably wait for some reviews about it, and then just try to be careful because of the Note 7 and this and that. But and then what do you think about the U11, man?
Love it, man. Nice? I love it, dude. It's such a beast phone. Like, it's so, oh my god, it's just so fast. And you know what sucks about it? I cannot find a company that will send me a case for it because nobody makes cases for it. It's like the hardest phone to find any accessories for. That's the biggest annoyance, is that I'm using this lame like case that it comes with the phone. They literally give you a case. That usually never happens. And the case really just protects the back from getting scratches. But I mean, I love it, man. It's such a nice, it's a really nice phone. If you got it or anybody else got it, they would be very impressed. The fingerprint sensor is ridiculously fast.
Oh yeah,
it's just a fast phone, man. If you ever get your hands on one, you'll be like, wow, this is crazy good phone.
Yeah, I used to have the HTC M9.
Okay.
And that was like a great phone. Like I love the speakers, and I mean the camera was disappointed, but I don't take too many pictures. You know, I just like, you know, I just use it to watch like YouTube or music or you know, so on that. But I heard that the U11 takes great photos, and then like, you know, because like, you know, I'm kind of iffy about, you know, either taking the Note 8 or the Pixel 2 XL, because the Pixel 2 the Pixel it looks pretty good, and then I thought I told you about this earlier, like I should go with the Pixel, and then I switched it to the V20, and then that the V20 kind of disappointed me too. So, and but I'm really looking forward to the Pixel 2 XL, and then I'm gonna wait for your review about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that phone. That phone, a lot of people are like, oh man, it doesn't have this. I mean, a 6-inch OLED display with with probably 128 gigs of storage and 4 gigabytes of RAM. A lot of people stress out about that RAM. You have to on Samsung phones. I agree with that, but this phone, the U11 has 4 gigabytes of RAM. And I just saw an article that it has the best benchmark scores of any phone. So don't buy into that the RAM is the be all end all, because this, as long as the phone is optimized, then you don't need it. Look at iPhones. iPhones are very fast, and they only have like I don't know if this new one had 4 gigabytes of RAM or 2. I can't remember, but they usually don't have a lot of RAM, so it's not usually a big deal.
Okay, and do you think the Pixel the Pixel 2 will be like kind of like overpriced, like they did with the Pixel?
Yeah, I do think it will be. I think it'll be $900. I think it will be. I hope it's not difficult to buy, and what I mean by that is, I hope it's not difficult to buy. Like you can't. I hope you can go into a carrier and get the phone other than just Verizon. But I have a feeling it's just going to be Verizon and the Google store again.
Okay, no, I'm not. I won't have a problem getting with Verizon because I'm with Verizon right now.
Oh, okay. You got to make sure though, if you're going to buy that phone though, that you buy it right the second it comes out, because that's the other thing I can pretty much guarantee is that phone's going to sell out, and you're going to have to wait weeks to months to get it like you did this year.
Yeah, and you think you'll have the stereo speakers that you were talking about on your last video?
I do think it will, because the rumor is HTC is the one making that phone, and HTC generally makes really nice sounding phones, especially with stereo speakers. So I do think it will. I think the fingerprint sensor will be amazing again. I think that it's going to be fast. I think the screen's going to be beautiful, because the rumor is that they're using, maybe LG's making that phone. I forget. God, but I have no doubt the phone's going to be a knockout. No doubt. So
yeah, well, and then like yeah, man, because like I said, I'm like kind of like disappointed with the like how the Note 8. I mean it's great. It's great that they'll have 6 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, let's just hope that they fix that little lag issue like everyone was talking about with the S8. So like you know, I'm like kind of, you know, I mean it'll be undecided, you know, but I'm most likely the Pixel 2 XL I would go with, but you know, I'll probably just wait on like on your review about it, and then I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, Cool, man. Well, I appreciate the call, and definitely call in when next time we have another show.
All right, cool, man. Awesome.
All right, later, brother.
Later, man.
Peace. Lionel, 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 Lionel. All right. We're calling 484. Oh, wait, before I go, I mean, I'm not going anywhere. Before I go to the next call, I should say, if you guys want to grab T-shirts, they're going like hotcakes. They ain't going to sell out, but you definitely want one. They're listed in the description down below. Great way to support the show and great way to show off some swag. Swag, 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 swag. Check them out, guys. Tamaria doesn't even have one, and she should get one. I don't even know why she doesn't have one. I have girl shirts. They're not just boy shirts. You got men's shirts, women's shirts, kids shirts, shirts. So pick one up, guys. Another great way to support the show is with Patreon. Patreon is listed in the description down below. It's a way to support the show on a monthly basis, and there's all kinds of cool things. Sometimes there's giveaways. If you go to the ultimate tier, you get giveaways every month, or entered into a giveaway. You get a free t-shirt, all kinds of cool stuff. So definitely look at Patreon as well. Again, linked in the description down below. Or Superchat. Superchat will not only push you to the front of the line on this phone queue. I have a huge log of calls to call, but also is a great way to show your support and be like, look at me. Look at me. I'm supporting GregglesTV. That rhymed. So we're going to go to the next call. All right. Who we got? 480. Did I call this number already? Or was I saying it a million times? 480. 480. 480. Who's the guy behind you? The guy behind me is my cousin-in-law.
What's up, everybody?
His name's JR. Hello?
Hello?
Bercoli.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, dude? How are you?
Nothing. Just came in to talk tech.
Cool, man. Tell me, speak tech. Talk to me.
About this Note 8, I've been dying to talk about this. I found enough time to get on the show. But the camera bump, I am honestly disappointed by it, but at the same time, I'm really thinking that, as long as, I'm kind of lost for words. I really am. I'm extremely disappointed. But I think as long as it's working, great.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I am really lost for words.
No, well, man, the camera bump might not be a reality, but it might be. We have to probably wait, honestly, for another, I would probably say, week or two before we really get some concrete evidence on that. And I would, if it might not even happen next week, just because next week's kind of like a holiday week. So I'm guessing, I'm putting my money on 2 weeks from now that we'll know exactly how it's going to look like. We already kind of know, but exactly how it looks like. I think by then we'll have some real leaked photos of the actual phone in hand.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking too, because I was just saying is I'm trying to get my finger on it. Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna believe anything until there's actually a working demo unit.
Yeah, I guess.
Some like they did with the S8, like they did with the S8 and S8 Plus. There was working demo units that was guaranteed, and I believe they did nail it on the S8. But I'm waiting for a working demo for Yeah,
I think that you're gonna end up seeing some shady dude in a bad photo holding the phone in probably a crappy video too. That's 8 seconds long. Using the Galaxy Note 8. That's what's going to be. That'll be the first, and then slowly it'll get better and better, the quality of what we're seeing for the phone. Yeah. But I wouldn't worry about it, man. I mean, if that's the phone you want, I don't think you'll be disappointed. They're not going to put a phone out that people, ultimately hate, especially when they need to make a big move / sound with this so that people are impressed again.
Yeah. I already know that the fingerprint sensor under the glass is not happening. Though Qualcomm has found a way to do that, I don't think it's going to make its way into the Note 8, but definitely the S9.
Definitely. I totally agree. Not in the Note 8, but definitely the S9. I completely agree.
I don't even know if it's going to make its way into the iPhone 8 because usually Apple is not a first on this, but they're always the best in their eyes. I was just questioning, if they can do it, why can't Samsung do it? I mean, Samsung likes to push that out and rush it and get that done. So, it's the same technology, just used in a different term.
It is weird because if you think about it, the Samsung is making the display for the iPhone 8, and they would have to have some knowledge of how that works, meaning that they could possibly just steal that and put it into their next phone. So I don't. But if you saw my video the other day, where OnLeaks has an actual render of the iPhone 8 and the fingerprint sensor is not on the back, that means they either completely removed it, which I doubt they did, or it's.
Doubt that they removed. There's a reason why I completely doubt that they removed the fingerprint sensor, because Touch ID, that has been really successful, efficient, and a convenient way to unlock their phone. I'm pretty sure everyone with an iPhone past the 5S is using Touch ID on that, and they're not going to get rid of it. I suspect that it may be in the power button, if not on the display, because, like you said, Samsung could just steal that, and, with the opacity and whatever, I know, but still, it can be.
That's one of the mysteries of the next few months is if Apple did do it, how did Apple do it but Samsung can't do it? That's one of the big mysteries. Unless something comes out about this, that it's some kind of patent that's blocking them.
They might just announce the 7 and 7S, and then the 8, in the same presentation or the same keynote. And then they'll wait and they'll keep developing this, so it will be in the future. It probably won't be, ready.
That's a good point. That's a good point that they would release the iPhone 7S and 7S Plus, but not release the iPhone 8 until like the end of the year or even next year. That would be very interesting, actually.
Yeah, and also I know that the Note 8, if this is true, if those leaks are true, the Note 8 is not going to be my next phone. The iPhone 8 is not going to be my next phone. I tried out the Pixel. Keep in mind that my hands have never been laid on a Pixel. And I tried it at T-Mobile, at the T-Mobile store in the mall. I am blown away. I want to trade my S7 Edge for that. It's so fluid.
It is.
And it's amazing. It makes you ignore all those bezels, but I'm going to wait for the Pixel 2 and see what that brings to the table. But I know it's going to be fantastic. And then it's going to have Android oatmeal cookie as well.
Doesn't that sound tasty? Dude, it's going to be a beast phone, no doubt. It's going to be the beast. People are going to shit on it, but ultimately it's going to be a beast phone.
Yep.
Cool, man. You got anything else?
Oh, sorry. Also, the OnePlus 5, I have mixed feelings for it. The dual cameras, I've never saw any pictures of it taken with the dual cameras, but it looks just like an iPhone 7 Plus.
It does, dude. It looks exactly.
That turns me off. That turns me off a lot. And then the 1080p screen. Mm-hmm. What are we back in 2011?
Yep. No, you're right, man. They didn't. The two things. Probably the only thing they should have done is friggin' increase that to 2K. And not that it's not like honestly, it's not like you could hold two of these phones. If you did a blind looking at test, you might not be able to tell the difference. It's just the knowledge knowing that they're giving you an inferior technology versus what they already have out right now.
Yeah, I honestly think, because Apple is getting away with because of the PPI mainly, you really can't tell. Yeah. Because they're producing 720p screens on their phones, but the PPI is just really good.
Yeah, and it's a small display. Yeah, on those.
Yeah, speaking of getting away with things, also, this is just one more thing, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know you have to get on to the next call. But with the Galaxy Note 8, I think standard it should be 6 gigabytes.
Which phone?
Because it needs that. The Galaxy Note 8.
Oh, and it will be. You're gonna get 6 gigabytes. Yeah, you get 6. You'll get it this time. And
If with the Google Pixel 2, I'm fine if it's 4 gigs because they can get away with that.
They totally can. Man.
Because it's nice and, yeah, but I think for Samsung they need to bump that up to 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
Because TouchWiz, it just consumes a lot with all the processes running. It's very,
Yeah.
consuming.
No, they do. They need the extra RAM. So
Yeah.
cool, brother. Well, I appreciate the call, Broccoli, and make sure you call in again.
Yeah.
All right, later, bro.
Bye.
Oh, what else we got going in the chat? You guys are talking about where I live. CD Riley, I live in San Diego, California. I do not have enough money to buy an NFL team. Probably never will. And I am a Patriots fan because I'm from Massachusetts originally. So all of us in this chat room are Tom Brady fans. Best quarterback ever. We all know that, right? Came back 28-3 in the Super Bowl this past year. So why wouldn't you be a fan of winning, right? I know I am. Winning. If you guys can name that reference I just did right there, put it in the chat. Winning. 558 is next. TJ. Gabriel, get the Pixel XL2.
Hello?
TJ.
What's up?
What's going on? How are you?
Good.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind is the iPhone.
iPhone? What about the iPhone?
You know how they have the display all filled up with the screen?
Yeah.
One question is, once somebody drops it on the screen, is when you break the screen, is when you go into the Apple Store, are they gonna cover it? Or
cover it? Yeah. So if you get Apple Care, they will obviously. I think they have a small deductible on that. Like this year, when you got Apple Care for your iPhone, the only charge after you broke the screen was like $25. So it was really, really cheap. I'm hoping they do the same thing with this phone, just for Apple people alone. Because I know when you break your Samsung screen, it's like $300 to fix. It's really expensive. So I hope iPhone does the same thing where it's really, really cheap like they did this past year.
Not only that, it's an OLED display. So
well, not this year. It won't be. This year it'll be an OLED display and it'll be 2K display. So they're finally catching up to the rest of the world on Android.
I know, right?
So it's nice to see them finally do that, especially when iPads have already had 2K displays for a while now, or close to a 2K display for a while now. And I'm just surprised it's taken iPhone this many years. It's taken, well, they haven't had a 1080p for 10 years, but it's taken like 3 years or 4 years for them to get to 2K. So
yeah, that, and then the whole. Did you hear about the lower for Qualcomm, the lower chip that they released?
What about it?
I forgot the number, but they're saying it's gonna be better than the one that they have in phones as of like now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't really it kind of surprised me, but they make some really good low-end chips, especially for those really inexpensive low to mid-tier phones. You can get some really nice speed out of those phones. As long as the software is optimized and kind of light, you can those Snapdragon processors run really, really well. So.
And see, what they should have done this year for Samsung is implement, if you break the screen or whatever, implement, instead of paying the $300 price point, if you break the screen, they should have lowered it to iPhone, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice, especially if you can get some kind of protection like you could this year. I don't know if what the deductible was. I don't remember what it was for broken screens with the Samsung Care, but yeah, it would be nice for them to offer something like that for sure. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about, TJ?
No, that's it.
All right, TJ, I appreciate it, brother, and stay with the show for sure.
It's always good that I call in and say what's on my mind about phones.
Of course, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one, brother. Stay safe.
You too.
All right, later. TJ up in the house. Liana is next. Everybody loves Liana. Liana loves iPhones. She used to love Samsung, but now she uses iPhones. How's everyone doing in the chat? And what's everyone's plans for tomorrow?
Hello?
Liana, 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 la 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 Liana, la 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 Liana.
Yeah. Is it? Do you know when is the new iPhone coming out?
September.
No, the iPhone, like the iPhone 8.
It should. The rumor is September, but who knows? Maybe it'll get pushed back. But the rumor is the end of September.
Oh, wow. So
you got a ways to go, girl. That's why you need to come back to Android. Come back.
I know, but my boyfriend has an iPhone now, so.
Well, what if everybody chips in $5 to buy you and your boyfriend Android phones?
He just recently got the iPhone SE.
I know, because he broke his other one.
Yeah, because he accidentally dropped his phone and the screen cracked, and he couldn't see who was calling him because his screen was plain black. Yeah,
that's not good. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you heard, that it might come out.
Yeah, it should be September, because September is usually when they release their new phone. So unless, like I said, unless they get delayed with it for whatever reason, who knows, maybe, but otherwise I think that's probably when you'll get it.
Because I was watching a video earlier on my iPhone. Have you ever seen videos about everything Apple Pro?
I don't watch that fool.
Huh?
I said I don't watch that foolish guy. No, I've seen it before. I don't watch that much tech on YouTube anymore.
He was saying that the iPhone 8 might come out in November.
It might. I wouldn't be surprised, because it's some of the technology that they're working with is stuff they've never done before, especially if that fingerprint sensor is under the glass. You know, they're gonna have issues.
And plus, they're even working on the 3D front-facing camera too.
Yeah. So there's a lot of new stuff that they have to get right, because that's the one thing about Apple phones, is that when you get an Apple phone, you expect everything to work all the time very, very well. And if it doesn't, that's going to ruin their image.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I really want to get that 7S instead. So that's a lot of money to spend for the iPhone 8.
But you know what, Liana?
Yeah.
You're worth it.
Yep. But the thing is, I don't like the way the camera is going to look.
It's ugly. That iPhone 8 is ugly. I don't care what anyone. I think a lot of people agree with me, but that phone is freaking ugly. It's one of the ugliest phones for sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with the iPhone 7S.
No, Liana, you come back to Android.
I know, but
What about the new Note 8? So what has been people saying about the new Note 8?
They like it for the most part. Some of the, well, I shouldn't say that. They half like it, half don't like it, even though nobody's really played with it. So it's the same as always. They want more than they're getting, which is normal because we expect a lot from our Samsung phones, and when we don't get everything, people get upset. So I think that's the biggest issue, is that people want more than they're getting.
Yeah, because I heard that the battery life is gonna be low. I heard that.
Don't be worried about the battery
right?
life. Don't. So this HTC U11 has a 3,000 milliamp battery. Now, if you compare that to a Galaxy Note 8, which has, the Galaxy S8 Plus, which has 3,500 milliamps, it's nothing. And the HTC U11 has the best battery life of any Android phone I've ever used. Don't buy into that battery life crap. It's how well the software is optimized. Generally, Samsung phones do not have very optimized, well-running software. So that's why you kind of get bad battery life sometimes and sluggish performance. So.
Yeah, because I was thinking of saving up my money to get the new iPhone 7s.
Well, do it. Save up, buy it, get what you want, make yourself happy. You deserve it, and love yourself.
Yes,
okay?
Yep. Now that I'm always getting, now I'm so happy now that my boyfriend I'm always FaceTiming with my boyfriend.
You're fighting with your boyfriend?
FaceTiming.
Oh, fighting sounded way more interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, hey, FaceTiming. There's a lot of apps that do video chat, so don't be stuck on FaceTime, because Google Duo works just as good, if not better. And Google Duo works on iPhone and Android, unlike FaceTime.
Oh, nice.
So look into that one.
Yeah, my boyfriend is gonna be doing a talent show at the Marion County Fair next week, Sunday.
He's gonna do what?
He's gonna join the talent show for the Marion County Fair.
Oh, nice. What is he gonna do? Sing, dance?
Yeah, he's gonna sing with someone.
Is it a girl?
No, it's a guy.
Are you okay? I was gonna say, are you getting jealous if it was a girl? That's good.
No.
No, you don't get jealous.
But,
you're cool.
No.
You're a cool cucumber.
But the thing is, I'm gonna record it. So.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna record it on Facebook. I'm gonna put it live on Facebook.
Tag me on GregglesTV. Hey, Liana. Liana, I'm gonna get to the next call though, because I'm almost doing this for an hour. I want to wrap up the show, so make sure you record that show. Tag me so I can watch it. And how do I say bye?
What do you mean?
How do I sign off my shows?
What do you mean?
I say peace.
Oh yeah, peace out.
Bye, Liana.
Bye.
Bye. She's a fun lady. All right, guys. Who we got? Paul Verdi Classy T-shirt. I don't know what that means. Scooter Champ. Scooter, are you flirting with Tamaria? Tamaria's talking to all the boys. She loves. She's a very friendly character. She's gonna say, "Shut up, Greg. Shut up, Greg." Samai, you got a couple minutes here, dude, because we got to wrap the show up soon. It feels good though, huh?
Hey.
Samai, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good, man. I'm good. Well, so I'm going to wrap this show up soon, so I'm going to keep your call to 3 minutes. What do you got going on in your mind?
Yes, I have 3 questions and 1 suggestion.
All right, let's go with the 1 suggestion first.
Okay, some of your videos I saw it's like a blue tint on your face or something. I don't know why it's there.
A blue thing on my face?
Yeah, sometimes. In some videos I've seen.
I don't know what you're talking about. When you see it, send me a picture of it and so I can help. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, sure. I'll tweet you, okay?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay, the first question. about the Note 8 dual cameras. I saw the leak that it's gonna be like f2.0 with one is black and white and one is RGB sensor.
Yep.
And so the other leaks suggesting that it's gonna be 3x optical zoom.
Right.
So what do you think? Which one is right?
I don't know, because f2.0 aperture is going to be bad, most likely in low light.
Yeah, because yes.
So that's the one thing that in the last few generations of Samsung phones have been really good in low light. So I would be surprised if it got worse. I don't know, man. I don't know what the cameras alone, in terms of talking, quality and all that. I'm not too well versed in the numbers. What makes what good? I know that the lower the aperture number, the better the lighting when you take a low light photo. But other than that, I mean, I would not be concerned. The latest rumor I heard is that this is going to be the best camera phone ever by anybody. So I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, that's true, because Samsung never decreased the aperture size. They're always increasing.
Exactly. So what do you got next? What's your second question?
Second question is about the S Pen. What about getting a custom S Pens, like some kind of, other colors with other design or other textures or something like that?
I like the idea. I don't think they're going to do it because it costs a lot of money for Samsung to do such a thing.
No, if third party.
Oh, okay, yeah. If it's licensed and it works just as good as a Samsung one, I think it's a great idea. Especially if Samsung somehow can get some money from it, like they officially license it to a company. I think that's a fantastic idea. I think a lot of people would buy it.
Yeah.
What's your third question?
Third question is kind of funny, and it's for your channel. I mean, I was just curious that. How much you make money from 27K subscribers?
So it's not based off that. It's based off how many views you get.
Yeah, on the views. Yeah, I know. And the advertisement.
Yeah, so it's, I'm not going to go into how much I exactly make, but I can tell you this, it's not enough. It's not enough for me to quit my job, my real job.
Oh, okay. So it's enough for buying a new tech, right? A new cell phone or something.
Exactly. It's similar, somewhat, yeah. So it's a good extra income, but it's not enough to quit my job for sure. That's why you have to, do extra things like Patreon and sell, T-shirts and everything. Like you try to create as many revenue streams as you can, but at my level, it doesn't pay off, so I can quit my job, unfortunately. So
okay.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good one, brother.
You too. Peace.
Peace. All right, guys. I don't have any other calls in the queue, so I'm going to wrap this show up unless one of you want to be on the show. I'll pause for a minute here and wait for someone to text. But if you don't have a T-shirt, guys, check it out. I've said it 3 times. Check out the damn T-shirts if you want to get one. Patreon is another great way to support the show. It is a monthly subscription, really as low as $1. It can go up as high as you want, really. And then for also Superchat is another amazing way to support the show. Other ways to support: subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tweet my videos and share them on Facebook or on, you can't share me on Instagram, but anywhere you want to share my stuff, it helps what I do, guys. And I'm trying to do this full time, and I do full-time work where I put out multiple videos, 2 videos a day, sometimes 3. Like today I did 3 videos if you count this live show. I love doing the live stuff. Doing the live stuff is actually a great way for me to interact with you guys. So I enjoy doing that, and you guys make it possible because you come out and hang out. So it's always a good time. I guess that's it, guys. So I'm going to wrap up the show. Thanks for hanging out with me. I try to do it about twice a week. Sometimes I only do it once. So we'll see if something cool comes out. I usually go live with it and talk to you guys about it. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. I will see you. I look like Stevie Wonder. I don't even know where I'm looking. Down the road. Peace.